push into my hand. Push, 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 push. Now relax. Now she relaxed. I take her right here. You see? I'm elongating the hamstrings even more through the agonist contraction technique of the quadricep muscles. But this can be applied throughout the body. All right? Hold this position, Bella, right here for now. All right? Now push into my hand. Push, 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 and relax. Now she's relaxed. I take her into a greater stretch. All right? All right? That is agonist contraction according to what we read in the textbook.
So is that from RAC, or slow reversal hold relax technique, combines the HR and AC procedures. The clinician takes the limb into the point of gentle stretch and performs a CR sequence, i.e. the resistance applied against the muscle being stretched. After contracting the muscle being stretched, the patient is asked to relax this muscle while contracting the opposing muscle group and tightness, thus facilitating stretch. For example, when stretching the hamstring muscles, the hamstrings are brought into a stretch position. The hamstrings are then contracted against resistance, then relaxed, and then the quadriceps are contracted. Each contraction is held approximately for 5 seconds, and the technique is repeated 2 to 4 times.
Okay. So we're utilizing contract relax and agonist contraction, right?
Yeah.
Going back and forth. Very simple. All right? Come right here. Come right here. All right. Contract relax. Push into my hand. Push, 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 push. Now, relax, relax, relax. All right. Now, push into my hand. Push, 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 and relax. Now, I'm going to take you into the new range. So I've utilized contract relax and, yeah, alternating with an agonist contraction. So I'll use contract relax and agonist contraction to ultimately elongate and get a better stretch of her hamstring muscle group. So I started with contract relax, then came back and used agonist contraction, then added a greater range of stretch to the hamstring muscle group. So it's just alternating the both of those. It's just using those together. Right? You contract the hamstring muscle group, now it's more ready to go, into a stretch state. Then you inhibit the hamstring muscles with an agonist contraction, then it should be more ready to go into more of an elongated state and stretch. See? This is a PNF wet. Technique, not pattern. You can apply the PNF techniques throughout the body to any joint, any muscle. You see? Then you can expand on it and incorporate your diagonal patterns. Okay? What's next? Was a whole relaxed technique. So with the whole relaxed technique, we're gonna isometrically contract the muscle that we're gonna elongate. So we're gonna isometrically contract that muscle for about 5 to 10 seconds, then elongate it in its new range or stretch it in its new range for 30 seconds, all right? So again, we wanna do whole relax of the hamstring muscle group. And remember, my instructions to the patient is different for whole relax and contract relax. Whole relax is an isometric contraction. I'm providing a force and instructing the patient to hold this position. Don't let me move you, all right? Or else the patient's gonna be trying to do a contract relax and push into you. So hold this position, don't let me move you. Hold, 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 and relax. Good job, Bella. I take her to the new range. So this is her new range. I'm gonna keep her here for about 30 seconds, all right? What did you watch this weekend?
I didn't watch anything. I went home and took a movie with my family.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Family time, good bonding. My family came over as well.
Oh, good.
This weekend. And so we had a chance to enjoy it. One of my brother-in-laws wanted a rematch with basketball. So he wanted to play against me and some of the other family members, but it's hard to beat me. It's hard to beat me on my home court. He like, man, I'm gonna build me a basketball court and I'm gonna get you at home. He said, cause you know your goal too well. All right, hold this position. Hold, 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 and relax. We'll take it to a new range. Okay. So this is your hold, relax technique. And remember, engage with your patient, converse with your patient. It always makes the day go by quicker, better, faster. Makes the treatment session go fast as well. Patients don't think about any discomfort or pain. All right, and then hold this position, don't let me move you. Hold, 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 and relax. There we go. And I take it to a greater range. All right. That's your hold, relax technique. Okay. Contract, relax technique. I come here. So remember, my instructions are different for contract relax. So hold relax, I had the patient to hold the position, don't let me move you. Contract relax, I'm gonna instruct the patient to push, because now I want the muscle to contract throughout a certain range of motion. All right? So push into my hand, push, 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 and relax. So notice she contracted through a range of motion. Now I'm gonna take her to a new range and keep her here for about 30 seconds. So now y'all see the difference, understand the difference between contract relax and hold relax. All right, she's been here for 30 seconds. Push into my hand, push, 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 and relax. Good, I'm gonna take her to a new range. You got that? All right. All right, so then I can keep going as far as I want to. Thank you for that. Okay, so Reyes asks, what is ecocentric contraction? So we understand concentric contractions, and we understand eccentric contraction, and we also understand isometric contraction, right? So ecocentric contraction is when you have a muscle that crosses two joints, and when that muscle contracts, at one joint, it is shortening, and at the other joint, it is lengthening. So, for example, with the hamstring muscle group, we talked about the hamstring muscle group being a muscle group that crosses both the knee joint and acts at the hip joint as well. So, think about it like this. When I go into a squatting position, right, my knees flex. The hamstrings are flexors, right? So at the knee, at the distal portion of the hamstring, what are my hamstrings doing? They are shortening, so they are contracting distally near the knee because the knee flex. But proximally at the hip, my hip is going into flexion. The hamstrings are doing what proximally? Lengthening. So I get a simultaneously, distally, I get a concentric contraction of the hamstrings, and proximally, I get an eccentric contraction, referred to as a ecocentric contraction. So it crosses two joints, and when I move at both joints, I get an ecocentric contraction because I'm moving both joints when I squat. So now when I squat, I'm in the squatted position. And just think about my quadricep muscles or rectus femoris muscle. They cross the knee joint and act at the hip joint, right? So they act at the knee and they can act at the hip, especially via rectus femoris. It has attachments at both. So now that I'm in a squatted position, my knees are flexed. Distally, what does the quads do? They lengthen. Why? Because they are knee extensors, but my knee is bent. So distally, my quads have lengthened and done the opposite of what my hamstrings are doing distally, right? And now we know that my rectus femoris proximally is doing what? Shortening is doing the opposite of what the hamstrings is doing proximally, because my hamstrings are lengthening proximally. All right, does that make sense? So there's your echocentric contraction explained with muscles that act at two joints and crosses two joints. All right, so that's a prime example. And you can apply that throughout the body with muscles that cross two joints. All right.